Hey friends, welcome to the Book of Joe, my variety channel. It's time for a new episode of The Tube Life. Now, The Tube Life is a segment where I talk a little bit about and document my experience on YouTube, from the challenges to the things that are working, the growth, and in my case, the lack of growth, and what's going on around my channel. When I first started this channel, I came across a channel called Kind Kindergarten, and she suggested that I document my channel, and I thought that was a great idea, so that is what this segment's about. Today we're going to talk a little bit about sub for sub, the challenges I'm having with my channel, and where we sit. As the time of recording this, I have 31 subscribers, and I've been at this for about a month. To me, that's not very great growth, but that's okay, and I can kind of explain why I'm okay with that, and why I'm going to accept where I'm at. For those of you that are new to my channel or just didn't necessarily know the history, back in September I started a different channel called The Health Corner. And The Health Corner, I focused on wellness, clean eating. It was going to be, I thought that that's what I really wanted to do. And about 2 months in, I had 70 or so subscribers, and the channel was going good and things were going great. I had a journey of weight loss, and I had actually lost some weight, and I was doing well. The problem was I felt too constricted with the channel, and I didn't know necessarily what to do. However, the point of this conversation isn't about that channel, it's just how I grew that channel. The strategy I took, there's a ton of health and wellness people in the community, in the YouTube community. So what I would do is I'd go to my favorite YouTubers, I'd go to their comments, and I would look for people that I hadn't seen a video from or I hadn't subscribed to, and I would click on those channels. And I would watch a video, I would subscribe, and I would comment. Now, I would never comment with the typical sub for sub comment of, hey, I sub to you, will you sub back? But I would leave some sort of engaging comment in hopes that they would then turn around and subscribe to my channel. I found myself finding myself getting a little bit sad when I would take the time to do that and wouldn't get anything in return. But that was kind of my strategy. And I could watch 15 channels and get 5 or 6 subscribers. And I would do that 2-3 times a week. Typically right after I loaded a video, I would go out, find a bunch of new YouTube videos that I hadn't seen, typically looking for the smaller channels under 500 subscribers, and then I would subscribe, like, and comment. But I had such a long subscriber base, and that's because I was basically doing sub for sub, where I sub to you in hopes that you sub to me. Now, typically I know really we talk about sub for sub being I sub to you and ask you to sub back for support. But then what I would even find myself doing later is I would even start unsubscribing because I had too many channels that I subscribed to, and I had to get through a bunch of junk videos to get to the ones I really actually wanted to watch. So I gave myself 3 rules that I was going to work by. Rule number 1 was if I watched a video for any length of time, at a minimum, I was going to leave a comment. So if I watched 1 minute to 10 minutes of your video, if I watched it long enough to understand the video, I was going to leave a comment. That was kind of my first rule that I'm going to do. If I'm going to take the time to watch the video, I'm going to take the time to comment. Unless, of course, I had nothing nice to say, and in which case I probably wouldn't have gotten through 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm not a confrontational person, so even if I didn't like the content, I wouldn't leave a comment if it was negative. It was only going to be positive stuff. Rule number 2 was anybody that came to my channel and left a comment, at a minimum, I would go back to their channel and watch a video, and then, of course, leave a comment because of rule number 1. Then my third and final rule that I was going to work by with the Book of Joe is, what is my third rule? So my third rule that I was going to work by is I was only going to subscribe to channels that I enjoyed the content. So if I watched your video and I left a comment and I enjoyed it, I would go look for other content on your channel. If I liked that content, I would then subscribe to your channel, and of course, every time I watched a video, I was leaving a comment. I didn't do this in hopes that people would come back to my channel and subscribe and watch. I mean, I know that's how we engage and that's how the channels grow. I love it when that happens. But I genuinely do not want somebody to come to my channel, subscribe, leave a comment that says, hey, I subscribe, please support me, because I want people to only subscribe if they like my channel. And I believe that is probably why my channel hasn't grown much. Beyond the fact that I haven't really done anything in the last 3 weeks with it because of my baby and some of the challenges that was going on there and timing and trying to get myself back in order. But the reality is because I'm not just going to random channels, subscribing, liking, and watching unless I actually enjoy it. So that was something I really wanted to stick to, and I will continue to stick with those core principles on this channel. And if somebody doesn't like that, it is what it is. You feel free to unsubscribe. You don't have to come back. I'm not doing this channel for the fame, for the money, for the glory. The main reason I created a YouTube channel, for those who didn't know or don't know anything about my past, I have been working in film on the side as a hobby for about the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, I've always had some kind of project going, whether it be a short film, a feature film, a web series. I was either in the writing stages, pre-production, production, or post-production almost year-round. I always had some sort of project working. When I moved from California to Arizona, after my last project, Tap It, I really felt like just didn't have the energy or money to consistently go back to California and do film. And so I was left here in Arizona with no outlet. And that's when I decided, I'm going to do a YouTube channel for me, so that I can do that. Now, when I did the Health Corner, to be honest, I was doing it to help support my wife's business, Arbonne, which I truly believed in and I'm still passionate about, and I'm still going to be making videos about the 28-day clean eating challenge it does. I'm going to be talking about health and wellness still in the segment, the Health Corner. But the whole point of that was to use that channel to hold myself accountable for weight loss and to show off the products that were helping me lose my weight and reach my goals. So once the 28-day cleaning challenge was over and I was getting into like month 2 and 3, I lost the drive to do it because I wasn't doing it for me. So when I decided to do the Book of Joe, that was kind of the other core principle of this channel is I'm doing this for me. If you like it, great. I appreciate those who are already watching my stuff and commenting and engaging with me. I have a small community. I have 30 subscribers, and actually I love all of them because typically the people that are subscribed to me, those 30, are the same ones who are consistently engaging and watching my stuff, and who I see engaging and watching other people's stuff. And I like that community that we have. So those are some of the core principles. Now, I know that has hurt my channel from growing. I know that my channel hasn't grown as well as it could because I have kind of not followed on the, I don't want to say it's sub for sub because it's really not. Just going to a video, watching and commenting and subscribing is a kind of, in a way, in my opinion, is a way of sub for sub, but it's not the true, hey, I'm sub number 100, come support my channel, and then you have no intention of actually watching. So I ask, if you are here, I appreciate it. You guys I love the support, love the subscribers. I'm going to continue to do what I do, and that's just the reality of it. The other challenge that this channel specifically has, and it's the same reason I made this channel, is I don't have a lane. Because it's a variety channel, where I vlog about a lot of different things from, I have the segments Joe Daddy, I have a rant, a piece I did, I have some talks about baseball, I have a behind the scenes from a web series I'm doing, and there's going to be more of that. You don't necessarily always know what you're going to get from my channel. I know that hurts my subscriber base because I know some people just don't care about the baby, and I don't blame them. I mean, that's my baby, it's my life. It may not be the most exciting topic if you're never planning on having a baby. So I get that I'm going to lose subscribers because of that. But again, the key principle here is that I'm doing this for me. And I hope that anybody that's doing a YouTube channel is doing it for themselves too. People who are doing YouTube to get famous or to make a lot of money typically burn out. While it would be nice to make money, I really don't care about fame, but while it would be nice to make money doing this so I could buy better equipment and put better content out, that's not the point of the channel. The last thing I want to talk about, and actually I kind of hit on it right now, is better content. The key to a good YouTube channel, and the ones that I subscribe to, and I can't speak for everybody, but the ones that drive me in and make me subscribe are the ones that have good, solid content. And it's not just the content, it's also the person in front of the camera. Even if your content is shaky, or even if your quality of footage isn't great, or your audio is not perfect, if you are somebody that has a good energy, a good aura, that you can watch and you kind of feel yourself having empathy for the person, or you feel a connection to the person through the lens, those are the videos I'm going to watch. I also am going to watch the people who tend to get creative, who make really solid content that is easy to watch, that just flows quickly. That's what the good content creators do. So my challenge is that I tend to typically be a person that just talks into the camera. And I ramble for a long time, and my videos are getting longer and not shorter, and my videos tend to get longer and longer. They're not getting pithy. I tend to ramble and go on and on and on. So a couple challenges. One, I want to continue to make better content. I want to try to get a little bit more cinematography into my channel. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do that, but I want to do that. I want to have better segments that more people are involved in. I want to collaborate a little bit more, and I've got a really good idea. Well, it sounds like a good idea in my head. I have an idea of how I want to collaborate. I've talked about in one of my last videos. I don't want to talk too much about the idea just in case somebody hears it and tries to steal it before I can get it out. But it's something I want to do more. I want to collaborate with you other creators who are engaging in my channel. One of my 30 fans. Those are the people I want to collaborate with. Additionally, I want to make better content that has a little bit more cinematography in it. And so I'm going to work on those things. Again, the last challenge and the last thing I'm going to state before I kind of wrap this up. I just had the baby, so finding time like this where I can sit down and have this type of a conversation is getting harder. Right now I'm in between dinner and a bath and then changing diapers and feeding and putting baby down to sleep and then trying to find a time to get my own sleep. So it's going to be hard, and I know my content's not going to come out regularly, which I know has stunted the growth of this channel. Totally understand that, totally accepting of it. I wouldn't change it. Riley is incredibly precious to me and has stolen my heart. But I do see that that's also a challenge. I'm not getting the content out regularly enough. My content is just typically me talking to the camera, which is only so exciting. Hopefully people stick around because they enjoy my energy and they like what I say and who I am. And then, of course, I need to get content out a little bit more regularly. So those are the things I'm trying to work on. As a whole, the channel is pretty much kind of stagnant. I've been between 20 and 30 subscribers for a month. And I know what I need to do to grow it, which is go out, watch more videos, leave more comments, find more great content to subscribe behind, make better content with a little bit more cinematography, a little less me talking to the camera. And I also need to shrink the length of my videos. Getting into talking for 15 minutes is just too long. I get it. I know. I tend to ramble. So that's what I plan to do. Again, if you're still here and you're still watching, I, one, appreciate it greatly. Two, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've liked today's video, leave a thumbs up. And of course, leave me some comments below on what you guys are doing to grow your channel or the challenges you've had. And perhaps if you're interested in a collaboration, I've got some ideas. I guess I'll talk just really briefly about it just in case you're still there. I want to do some kind of interview series utilizing the Google Hangouts or Google On Air. Or what they used to call Google On Air. It's probably just YouTube Live now. But I have some ideas on how I want to do that. And Kevin, I've promised, I know I've kind of said it, you're going to be the first one up once I'm ready to go. I'll connect with you shortly, and we'll, as I kind of figure out my schedule with the baby and figure out when's a good time to start doing this stuff regularly, I'll be connecting. I'm going to try to reach out to you, and hopefully you and I can schedule some time to sit down and talk about a collaboration together. And then the rest of you guys, if I've ever mentioned you in one of my videos, or if I subscribed to your channel and left you comments, you are on my list of people of my favorite YouTubers, because I only have a handful of channels that I subscribe to because I'm looking for content and quality and good passion and energy in order for me to subscribe to your channel. That being said, guys, again, I really appreciate it. I hope you have stuck around. You hit that subscribe button, throw up those thumbs, leave a comment below. I'm going to wrap this up. Until next time, my friends, have a wonderful evening. Cheers.